Fresh off their first ever sectional championship, Calumet marched into 2021 with a new head coach, Cody French. And Mario Price opened the new season with a bang. On the opening kickoff, Price's 90-yard touchdown return gave Calumet an early lead that they would ultimately turn into a 49-0 opening night win. 2021 was a year of firsts here in Hammond. Hammond Central High School opened and the Wolves began their first season in school history hosting Bosco Institute. A few minutes into the first quarter, the Wolves were trailing before Jordan Woods got to the basket, and off his own miss, the very first bucket in the history of the boys basketball program was recorded by Woods. Though the outcome wasn't what they wanted, Central would come away with 4 wins in its first 5 games. Not only did the Hammond Central boys begin their first season together, the girls did the same as well. The Wolves opened their campaign hosting 21st Century, and early on it was Kenya Riley finding Anaya Henry who recorded the Wolves' first basket in school history in what would be a 52-26 win for Hammond Central. Rivalry games are always fun, especially when Munster and Lake Central get together. In late April, the Indians came to Munster on a chilly Friday night, and the Mustangs were leading in the last inning, and the Indians elected to try and score the tying run on a base hit to left field. Denham Cozy, however, had other ideas. Firing to home and ultimately saving the game, Munster would hang on for a 3-2 win over their arch rivals. And if you thought that was fun, round 2 was even better. This time the stakes were higher with a sectional championship on the line. Elsie would strike first on a bases-loaded walk in the 4th inning. Down to its final 6 outs, though, Munster would go to work in the 6th inning. Again, Cozy would make a big play to save his team, coming up with a hit in the left that plated Ben Greiner, tying the game at 1. An inning later, Munster went for the win. Greiner this time played the role of hero at the plate. His game-winning hit stayed just fair down the third base line, bringing home Derek Winning. Munster would ride that momentum all the way to semi-state. 2021 was also a year to end long droughts. Westside posted a 17-4 mark in the regular season, which was the most since they won 16 games during the 2018-19 campaign. But the Cougars wanted more than just their first sectional championship since 2005. They wanted a regional crown as well. All they had to do was take down South Bend Riley. Kamari Peterson scored 16 points and Jalen Washington threw down a pair of dunks as Westside finished the game on a 20-5 run for a 58-43 win and a regional championship. On September 24th, the Hobart Brickies came to Father Eckert Stadium to face Andrean with first place on the line in the NCC. The Niners would enter the 4th quarter leading 21-7. Nobody in attendance had any idea of the chaos that would ensue. Early in the period, Scott Ballantyne found his older brother Robbie for a touchdown pass that would extend the home team's lead to 21 points. That's when Hobart came alive. With less than 5 minutes in the game, the Brickies would come storming back to tie it at 28 on a touchdown run by Trey Gibson. With less than a minute left in regulation, though, Andrean would march down the field to give Nico Tovar a chance, and he made the most of it, kicking the 44-yard game winner as time expired, clinching a 31-28 win for Andrean. The fall season was a special one at 5959 Broadway. Heading into semi-state, Andrean had allowed just 1 goal all postseason long. Their semi-state match would be no different. Bridget Sherman scored the only goal the Niners would need as they took down Tipton for their first semi-state title since 2016. Lake Central had lost just once all of the 2021 regular season and outscored opponents 81-3 heading into the semi-state games. The semi-state semifinal would be a nail-biter that saw Michaela Kriesbaum launch a solo shot, and that was all the Indians would need to get past Columbia City. In the nightcap, however, the Tribe put on a hitting display, scoring 4 runs in the 3rd inning and 2 in each of the final 2 innings of play, ultimately giving LC the 8-1 win and a trip to the state championship. Every year, the Railcats host the High School Baseball Challenge, giving local ball players a chance to play in the Steelyard Diamond. Hobart and Highland would get together, though this one would be a special game for the Brickies. Leading in the 7th inning, Hobart would get a line out to Ty Van, recording a combined no-hitter and a 6-2 victory for the Brickies. Valpo and Maryville did not play in 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. First place in the DAC was up for grabs, which made this one even more significant. Already leading and looking for more, Maryville turned to Lavarian Logan, and as he did all season, the senior delivered, breaking through the defense for a monster 93-yard touchdown run. That would propel Maryville to a 42-7 win over the Vikings, and they never looked back on the rest of the conference from that point on. At the conclusion of 2021, Northwest Indiana was home to 3 state champions in 3 different sports. On November 6th, Andrean marched down to Worthen Arena trying to win its 2nd state championship in program history. The Niners won the 2017 crown with a 3-0 win. Western Boone, however, made this contest much more difficult for the Niners. After falling down 2-1, Andrean came storming back to win in 5 with a 15-12 victory in the final set. From 2018 to 2021, Crown Point had lost just 3 total basketball games. In 2020, the Bulldogs suffered a heartbreaking 1-point loss in the regional championship. After finally breaking through this year, they were not going to be denied, though it would not be easy. Crown Point trailed by 9 points after 1 before shutting out Brownsburg in the second quarter. Jessica Carruthers accounted for 57% of the Bulldogs' points, and when it was all said and done, Crown Point's 44-34 win gave them their first state crown since 1985. Northwest Indiana had not had a football state champion since 2013 when Andrean went 15-0 to win the title. In 2021, the Niners were back and trying to win their first state championship since that 13 campaign. Led by Notre Dame commit Drake Bowen's 3 touchdowns, the Niners beat Evansville Mater Dei 21-9, giving them their first ever 2A title and Chris Skinner his first as head coach of the program.